Hey guys, hope you guys are having an amazing day. If this is your first time watching, my name is Holy Instinct, and I give you guys some prophetic words, some tips on how to follow Jesus, and let's begin. So today I wanted to talk about 3 ways that you can hear the Holy Spirit speak. Now, there may be more tips, but I found these are the 3 best ways that have helped me personally hear the Holy Spirit. And I want to start by saying this is something that's recently came upon me. This hasn't been my whole life. I'm now 23, and I've only been able to really hear him for these past couple of months. And it keeps progressing. So, for those of you guys who are losing hope, don't. It'll come. It takes time, but he's here with you no matter what. And it's usually when times get toughest that he's even closest. So, without further ado, my first tip is one-on-one prayer. Now, this can be tough because a lot of times we're sitting there, we're praying, and we don't hear anything. I've been through that. And it's tough because we'll have a question or we'll have something we want him to answer or give us guidance on, but we don't hear anything. We keep asking, what do you want me to do, God? What do you want me to do? I don't hear an answer. Should I do this? Should I not do this? But it's in those moments that he wants you to develop faith and not lose hope. And even if you don't even feel him, you don't hear him, you don't see him, and you keep your faith, he loves that. And that's the type of faith that he wants. It's something that isn't based on anything but simply the belief of him and the faith that you have in him, like the trust that you put in him. And also, as you keep praying and you keep getting closer to him, in those moments you will start to hear him. And when you are on or inside of one-on-one prayer situations, you eliminate all distractions from around you. For example, when I pray, I like to go in my closet. And I don't do it as much now. I should do it more. But when I was really into my deliverance experience, I would sometimes be in my closet for multiple hours. I'd just be sitting there because I wanted to eliminate every single distraction and just focus clearly on him. And for most of it, I couldn't really hear him, but there were moments where he spoke to me, and he will speak to you too. So, excuse me. One-on-one prayer is great at keeping your mind on him and drawing closer to him. And in no time, you'll be able to hear him. Tip number 2 is reading the Bible. It's what he's spoken to you already. Now, this may seem like, oh, it's obvious, but it's not so obvious. At least for me, it wasn't. I think we like to forget how relevant the Bible is in our lives. Yes, it was made however many years ago, but all of it helps you. I'll repeat that again. All of it helps you. And not only that, it's him. It's him speaking to you. It's not like this was for the people he wrote it for. No, it's for you. Whoever's watching this, it's for you. It's waiting for you. And not only that, it's alive, it's living, and it's him. So when you want to hear him speak, it's literally right here. It's right beside you. And it's waiting to be heard by you. It's things that when you read it, it reads you. It's something you have to experience, and you have to have the faith while you're reading it to experience what that means. And it starts by acting out on it, reading it. It's that simple. And again, it is his word. It's him speaking to you. And sometimes it won't make sense while you're reading it. A lot of times it still doesn't make sense for me. But that's when you keep the faith and understand that at some point it will make sense to you. He just doesn't need you to understand it right now. And I'll say that again. At some point, he will need you to understand it, but he doesn't need you to understand it right now. So that's my tip number 2. It definitely helps because it is him. It's him speaking to you. There's so many times, guys, where I want an answer to something, and finally I'm like, I have nowhere else to look except for the Bible. I'm looking online for videos of people like me making this to you, where I'm like, can you guys just give me the answer? I'm looking on you, God, show me someone who give me the answer. Nothing. I'm thinking, I'm trying to talk to God, or nothing. All I have left is the Bible. I open up the Bible, 2 pages in, boom, I got the answer. It's really simple, guys, but it's easy to overcomplicate. Trust me, I'm an overthinker, and that's something I'm working on. I overanalyze every freaking situation you could think of possible and known to human. Read the Bible. It's him speaking to you, and as you read it, you'll be more keen to hearing his voice. Tip number 3 is having faith and believing that he can speak to you. Being open-minded to how he can speak and having no limitations on him. This might seem obvious as well, but I think sometimes we want to hear him speak, but we put limits of how he can speak to us on him, instead of having an open-minded and really understanding that he's God and he can speak to us in any way he's God. Any way. Just literally, that's the faith you need to have. He can do anything. Having that level of faith of the way he can speak to you, that's how you open the door to hearing him. And I've talked about this before, but there's many ways we can hear him. There's, for instance, for me, I hear him in my thoughts, like a voice, and it's pretty clear. I've mentioned it before. I don't hear a sound like a person, but he is in my head. He's talking, and it's not always like that. I hear him. Like I said, sometimes I don't, or I guess have trouble discerning him for myself, or just can be confused. And it's in those moments where you need to have the faith to understand that, 1, he is always communicating with us, and then 2, he can do it in any way possible. And it's usually in those moments where he wants me to read my Bible, he wants to speak to me in that way, or there's people he wants me to talk to, or there's things he's already told me to do that I'm just not doing, but I still want to do these other things and do it my way. So it's going back to what he's already told us, because sometimes he's already told us what to do, but it's just not what we want to do. Woo! Sometimes he's already told us what to do, but it's not what we want to do. That's tough. So have the faith that he can speak to you in any way possible, and don't put limits that it has to be the certain way, like a voice, and make it so easy. I got friends in our Discord who they have similar ways he speaks to me, but they also have their own ways that I don't really experience. What does he say? Like through songs. I sometimes do, but that's not often. But usually with this one individual, he speaks to him through song lyrics, or there's other ways that I wasn't able to relate to personally, but I still had the faith to understand that, yeah, he's God. He can speak to you in any way possible. So definitely you need to be open-minded if you want to hear him speak, because he is God and he'll do it in any way possible or whatever works best for you. So those are 3 tips. Hope that helped. It's important to have patience because this took time. Again, I'm 23. I've only been able to hear him for the past couple months. And, I probably have heard him before, but I just didn't realize it. No, that definitely is true. So it's important. That's why it's very important to be in one-on-one prayer, so you have not only the distractions away from you, but without the distractions, you're able to have the discernment to identify God when he does speak to you. I love you guys so much. I truly hope this helped you guys. It definitely helped me. And I have the faith that in no time you guys will be able to hear him. It's a beautiful experience because I have true and utter belief that he is always speaking to us. I promise, okay? And, I'll add that again. I kind of already said that. Sometimes when he goes quiet, it's because he's already spoken to us what we needed to hear. Remember that. I love you guys. I'm praying for y'all. I love when you talk to me in the comments. I always try and reply. Sometimes I miss them. They're getting to be a lot. I'm starting to understand how YouTubers feel because I want to talk to all y'all, but it's hard. But I'm so grateful. I love you guys. I want to thank you guys for over 650 subscribers. We've been on this YouTube journey for about 2 weeks now, not even, and we're popping off. It's obvious the fruit of God it being placed on me. I'm favored, I'm blessed, and I'm very happy to lead you guys to Christ because he truly is the answer to each and every one of our problems. I love y'all. Stay free or get free. Peace.